So we get to the emergency room even though we don't have to. You know, yes, he's been constipated for days, but I told you that there were other solutions that we should have explored before going. But what happens when we get there? Refresh my memory. Please don't do this. We don't gotta do this, Melissa. Like, life is short. Come on now. Joey baby. What happens? Please, refresh my memory. I would love to just relive this moment. Go ahead. Got up to the clerk. Well, right before we got up to the clerk, I pulled you aside because I realized Junior doesn't have insurance, and we had a little bit of a fight, and then I said I'll just pay for it. Whatever, come what may. My son comes first. Forget money. Yes, exactly. So you do the co-payment, and now you're gonna get a big ass bill. I don't think so. The doctor really didn't even do anything, you know? He did, like, if you don't touch the patient at all, really, like, barely, then you shouldn't be charged with nothing. You know what I mean? In and out visit. Like, come on. How much could they charge for that? Let me guess. Miranda always dealt with your medical stuff, or your mom, right? But, take it from someone who's had to put medical expenses on credit cards and things like that, and you know my fraud history. You're gonna get a bill for it, and it's not gonna be great, and he's not on your insurance, and you haven't thought about insurance with Junior. You thought about school. Kudos. That's really good that you think about that, but what about health care? You don't have it. You're a tattoo artist. I don't have a job. I'm not worried about that. Like, I don't make that much, so we can qualify for, like... Stop. What happens next? What does the magical ER doctor do when we get in there? Please refresh my memory again, Joey. Miralax. The doctor prescribed or told us to get just Miralax and some other thing if we didn't want to do that. Miralax. Over the counter Miralax. No prescription, no subscription. Miralax. I said this. Did I not say? What did I say before we went? What did I suggest? Please refresh my memory yet again. Before we went, you had recommended or thrown out there, I don't remember, I was kind of worried about my son. I was hanging on to every little detail. You said Miralax. You said it. You were right. But I don't think that stuff is safe for my son. I mean, it worked, but I don't think like he should be taking more than one dose. Okay. So I'm a little aggravated because you did not listen to me. And we freaked out for no reason, and we went to the emergency room for no reason, and now you're going to be on the hook for a lot of money down the line, whether you want to believe it or not. Hopefully, the universe, like all the times that I've forgotten about things, maybe it's one of those details that just get forgotten about. Maybe you won't get a bill, and I pray that you don't. But I know that you will. Because when our life is boring and there's nothing going on, whoops, here's a big bill that we can afford because I can't find a job because you're Why are you making such a thing out of this? Like, you're the one making a thing out of this. Right now, Junior's in the other room playing right now, having fun. He's healthy. I mean, he's got a red booty because of all the pooping. But hell, he doesn't have a hard stomach anymore. He's not clenching. He's not looking like the Hulk. Listen to him. He's having a beautiful time because we handled it. Yeah, there were some speed bumps, but I don't get why you're getting so upset that we went to the emergency room. It's better safe than sorry. What was I supposed to do? Oh, let's just wait it out and see if you know, I don't know. Because you sweet talk me. You keep me here and you feed me and all that. Like a little hamster. But at the end of the day, you don't respect me. What? What? Where? You pull things out like left field. I respect you. I respect you a lot. I do. No, you don't. If you respected me, there would be no deadline. You would just listen to me and take my advice. If you respected me, you would have listened to what I said about the constipation issue. If you respected me, you wouldn't side with your mom. just like you used to do with Miranda. You don't respect me. You just say things to make me happy, and I see right through it. If you're so upset, if you're so unhappy, and I'm such a bad partner, I'm such a bad fiance and boyfriend, putting food on the table, paying all the bills and all this. If I'm so bad, why even wait for the deadline? Just go. You're clearly unhappy. You don't like your life. Just go. Forget the deadline. I don't need a deadline anyway. I need to go clear my head. Because I'm frustrated, disappointed, and sometimes I wish I was old, delusional Melissa, because at least she wasn't self-aware enough to know when people didn't respect her. I respect you, Melissa. You know, I've tried to tell myself that I am far beyond feeling jealousy or slighted. I am trying to move away from those emotions. But when I was warning your best friend, Miranda, my former daughter-in-law, of Joey babysitting and not to let him babysit, I'm in her house. I checked my bag in with security. I felt like I was entering a prison system. I went through all that. I went out of my way to help her. And she didn't even offer me to see Charlotte, my biological granddaughter. Am I not supposed to be upset about that? You can be upset. And I know you don't like Taylor Swift, but she had a good comment where she said that thinking about things is like an investment. What are you putting your time to? Are people worth that? And you can be upset, but like, is it worth your time to do that, Mom? It is worth my time, because I feel like she did it on purpose. I feel like she ushered Charlotte out of the house knowing that I was going to show up. What? Wait, so Charlotte wasn't even in the house at the time? Can you really be mad at that? Oh, she was at the park or something with her grandfather? I understand you want to stick up for her. I understand you're very good at putting yourself in other people's shoes. But what, please be as honest as possible. Let's generalize the situation too. You are divorced from a man. You are no longer, associated with his family, but a family member has come over. Not just any family member, a former mother-in-law, an actual biological grandmother to your daughter, comes over to warn you about something, to do you a nice favor. What is the harm in allowing me to see her for 2 minutes? You're right. But also, the way you've kind of been towards Charlotte, if you're Miranda, she might think that maybe you just didn't want to see her, so she let her go with her grandpa. I know it's a little suspicious or coincidental, but maybe there's that. Oh, please. That's like having someone over at your house and having no beverages, no dessert, nothing, no food, nothing, because you just assumed the person ate that day. No, I grew up in a generation where you just offered things. And I don't think it's too much to ask to just let me see my granddaughter. I don't push. That's another thing. I don't push. I don't go out of my way to call her. I don't write letters. I don't reach out on social media. I don't bother her, but I was in the house. Okay. I agree with you. I get it. She could have just let you, she could have offered. You're right. But me agreeing with you right now, you've got it off your chest, me agreeing with you, does that make you feel better? No. No, it doesn't make me feel better. I just don't know, I don't hate Miranda, but I do not like Miranda. But both of those feelings do not stop me from being polite. So clearly, she still has an issue with me. I'm not crazy. As always, today's episode is brought to you by When the Toxic Mother-in-Law, which is out now on Amazon. You can easily find it at aojoey.com. And the Serafina Town merch, which you just saw Mel drinking out of. There's not only mugs, but there are t-shirts, cheap stickers, and a plethora of other items that you can get with this design on it. Enjoy the rest of the episode.
I don't know what to do. It's weird. Me and Miranda are very civil, and she's nice to me and apologetic, and I feel like she's in a good place. And I know she is attached to Joey through Charlotte, and she's probably always going to be part of the family if Joey takes Charlotte seriously. I don't know where Cassandra fits into that. Do I put her through meeting my ex? Do I? Because hypothetically, Joey and Miranda have parties for Charlotte one day or something like that. I don't know. Is it going to be weird for Cassandra? Well, I'm always flattered that you come to me about these things. I love a little gossip, but did you stop to think to ask her? I didn't. Because we don't really need to talk about things like that. And when we do, it's very quick and easy, and I kind of know what she would say. She would say it doesn't bother her and who cares, and she's very free like that. But it's you, isn't it? Yeah, you're right. That's it. Maybe it's not so much Cassandra, maybe it's me. Even though Charlotte's not mine, I feel like I had a baby with Miranda. I touched Miranda's belly. I was in the room while she took her underwear off for gynecologists, and I've seen every side of this woman. And then I'm gonna be in a room with Cassandra at the same time, potentially. It makes me weird. See, you're doing that thing again, where these are scenarios that may never act. No, hold on. I know what you're gonna say, but look at what happened recently. I, stupidly, babysat Charlotte in Miranda's house. Cassandra was there with me, so don't tell me that they're not gonna cross paths. They are. And I don't know how to navigate that. I don't want Cassandra and Miranda in the same room. I don't. Why though? Because when Miranda's in the room, I don't think of Cassandra. Is that bad? Yes, I'd hate to say it, but it is rather bad. Now, I swear, it's not like a romantic thing, I don't think. It's just, when I'm in the room, when I'm with Miranda, I'm present. And I'm afraid that if me, Miranda, and Cassandra were in a room, maybe I would pay more attention to Miranda or something by accident. And I swear it's not like a romantic thing, it's just... Call me crazy, but it does sound like a romantic thing. If it is, and I don't even realize it, then maybe it's best, I don't know, I avoid Miranda or something, but then I don't see my niece unless I see her through Joey. And am I sounding like a whiny bitch? Yes, because I think that you're rather beating around the bush. No? Am I wrong? So let me step away from the bush. I think I love Cassandra. She makes me laugh, she calms me down, she makes me carefree. But when I talk to Miranda and we're not fighting, when we're on the same page and it's easy, I feel that old magic. And it brings me back to a simpler time, and I feel like I don't want to leave her presence because we're supposed to have dinner. know? It's weird. Still. Even through our ups and downs, it's weird to see her and then say goodbye and not stay the night. Even after she got back with Joey. Because the last man that she was with, as far as I know, she was with Joey. That doesn't matter. She chose him again over you. Yeah. I don't hold grudges. I live in the moment now. And the moment sucks sometimes.
Hello?
So what, Miranda? We don't talk no more?
How'd you get this number?
I got a random text the other day, a couple days ago, and I responded and I found out it was Dad. So we started talking again. That's how I got your number. He gave it to me.
So what, you're talking to him now? Because he told me you guys weren't talking. And you know why we haven't spoke. Like, I had to get away.
Yeah, and I haven't gotten to see my niece at all these months. Everyone just forgets about me. She's growing and I don't get to see her at all. Like, I've missed so much time seeing Charlotte.
Oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare. It's a two-way street. I understand that I was unavailable at times, but before I left, you were very cold towards my daughter because of who her father was, or at the time.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to rub salt in the wounds or anything, but it's just crazy to me that, you know, he's not even the dad, Brian, and like, that it was Joey all along, and I kind of like knew it, but still, like, it's just crazy that that's reality right now. And I have to find it out through my dad that I haven't even spoken to for how long?
So is that the reason why you're reaching out? Because Joey's the dad and all of a sudden you love Charlotte? I'm good. I'm happy. I know she's your niece, but I can't forget how you treated her.
See, this is why we always had problems, because you always put me like at the bottom of the pedestal and everyone else goes above it. Like, you forgive literally everyone and their mother, but then when it comes to me, I'm always the one that always gets the short end of the stick. Like, you always treat. That's why we had our issues. I always get this treatment. You can never just forgive me.
Why are you calling today? To badger me? To make me feel bad? What's the reason? Because we've gone months without talking, and I know part of that is because of me, but before that, our relationship was fractured. So why all of a sudden? What is it? Be real with me, Gina. You need money or something?
I don't need money. I have a job. I work at a salon. Dad convinced me to reach out to you. I heard you moved back. So here I am, making an effort.
It shouldn't have taken Dad to convince you to reach out. And I'm not absolving myself of all the blame, but still, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
You know, at the end of the day, I'm still your little sister. Like, we're still sisters. I know we've been through a lot and I haven't been perfect, but like, can't we start on a clean slate? Can't we just forget about all the stuff that happened and start over?
There's all the things that Joey did to me. There's all the things that happened between me and Brian. There's the stuff between me and Melissa. Those people aren't blood. And I don't know. The things you've said to me, the actions you've showed, the way you've treated my kids sometimes, that hurts a lot more than what strangers, non-blooded people do to me. I mean, non-blooded by not family. You were family, and I don't know.
Everything I've done to you in the past is worse than the stuff Dad did. That you can forgive him and let him watch your daughter and let him in your home. Everything I did is worse than that.
In my book, right now, yeah, Yeah. Goodbye, Gina.